Go sit down. Go get your stick. Did you see that?
You're pressing a button.
No, I'm not.
With your thumb.
Babe, I'm not pushing anything.
I saw you. See? I don't know what to say about that. Broke phone.
Okay. Maybe it's on my headphones. Because I just took my headphones out. But it don't matter because I don't need to hear it. So, anyways.
You didn't put them in the case?
Yeah, I did, but sometimes they don't connect. Anyways, people are... Hi, everyone.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm Angela.
And I'm Ron.
And we are
Chatter of Opinion. So what are we talking about today?
Strip clubs.
Ooh. What about a strip club, though?
Are they a thing nowadays?
That's a good question. I don't know if a strip club is a thing. I know that we have them, especially here in Albuquerque.
They've been on the news lately.
One has particularly been on the news because
shut down.
Of violations on like age and stuff like that. I think that was the reason why they got shut down like twice.
Like serving underage or having underage people just there, period?
Well, serving underage. And I think because a guy showed up there with a fake ID and they were supposed to catch this guy had a fake ID. And I think the only reason why he did get caught was because I think he shot somebody outside of the strip club, I want to say. Something like that.
So they were shut down, but somehow they found a loophole and were able to stay open.
For 30 days, yeah.
But then they got busted again on something else.
They really did. They really did. So today we're talking about strip clubs. Is strip clubs still a thing nowadays?
Are they currently popular?
Yes. Like I said, you see them. You see cars outside, the whole nine. Mm-hmm. People tend to have either get-togethers or parties and so forth at these clubs. And I don't know why. Is it still a thing? Especially with the economy.
Right.
Who's trying to put their money into a strip club right now?
Okay, don't get us started because then you're going into our topics.
What we got?
Okay, so let's go over a few reasons why.
Why what?
Me and Ron assume that people are into strip clubs or go to strip clubs. Okay. Again, this is our opinion, or not even our opinion, but things that we thought of as to why people go to strip clubs. And if you like or don't like strip clubs, please tell us why.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So first reasons why, to me, like the first one that jumps out is bachelorette parties or birthday parties, I guess. Like if it's someone's birthday, hey, let's go to the strip club.
But my thing is, why is it a thing to go to a strip club for a bachelor or bachelorette party? Well, why? How did that end up being a tradition for bachelor parties is to have a stripper?
Again, what I keep seeing is people are like, oh, last night of free, I'm using air quotes, freedom.
Freedom from what?
As you say, being single. This was an argument we had earlier, not an argument, but a discussion that we had earlier, because I said, well, if you're getting married, clearly you were in a relationship. So you weren't single.
But like I said,
his
excuse?
Yes.
Per documentation, right? Until you are married, right? Your document, whatever it is, and your status says single. Your document, whatever you have in the courts, does not say currently in a relationship, currently in a committed relationship. It's complicated.
Monogamous. It's complicated.
It doesn't say any of that. It says either single, divorced, widowed, and so forth. So your status is single.
So Ron's worried about what someone puts on a piece of paper.
I'm not saying I'm worried about any of that. You said about being single or
Single.
whatever, and that is how
Or
that
the
came out.
last night of
Right. No, that's not being
freedom.
single. So after they get married, then you change your status to married, right? But until
Okay.
then, your status says single. So I guess what they're trying to
On
do,
a piece of paper.
right? So I guess what the argument is the guys take the young man out for their last night of being officially on piece of paper single. No?
Can I roll my eyes any further back?
I'm just saying that's how people see it. Not freedom because you're being locked up with somebody for X amount of time. So you can't say freedom. You know what I mean? So it has to be the status of being single. Not single per se is that you ain't got nobody. Single per se is on a piece of paper, you are single.
Okay.
Right?
I'll let you fly with that one, but I disagree.
What?
We'll agree to disagree. I don't care what a paper says. If you're in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
you're not single.
If you're in a relationship, right? Let's say you're in this relationship,
Okay.
right? And we go down to the courthouse because we have to. You get married. Let's say you're getting married, right?
Okay.
You go down to the courthouse and you have to. What is it? Apply for
a license,
your marriage license, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you have all your documents, if documents are needed, and you go down there, what does your document say you are?
Oh my God! Again, you're back to this paper of a checkbox for single.
Right. That's what everybody is on. Not saying that the person is single because you're not in a relationship. They're saying single as far as your status
so
is
you're
single.
saying when people say last night of being single,
documentation
it's
only.
because of a freaking box.
Yes.
That's the dumbest reasoning I've ever heard.
I didn't invent it. I'm just saying that's what people say. What are you talking about?
Okay. I know. I can't remember how many years, if any of my girls are on, years ago. I probably before I met Ron. So what? How long have we been together? 11 years? 12 years? 11 years.
Okay.
We took one of my girlfriends to the one downtown, the strip club downtown for her birthday. That's where she wanted to go. I don't frown upon them, to each his own. It's not my thing, but I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't go to a strip club. You know what I'm saying? Do I prefer to go to strip clubs? No, it's not my thing, but I don't look down on people for going.
All right. Erod said it's the last night you can stare at another woman without getting slapped, pinched, or in the doghouse.
I don't know, Eric. I'm sorry, but if you went right before our wedding, I might pinch you and slap you for doing it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't get it. Again, I don't judge if okay, so me and Ron both chose not to have strippers or go to a strip club.
First of all, I'm not a strip club type of guy. Now, if you are a stripper or an exotic dancer and so forth, and that's how you make your money, I fully support you. Get your grind on, do whatever it is that you have to do as an individual for your living
If y'all know me, I've always said that Jesus did not make me skinny because I definitely would have been a stripper.
I'm just saying, in any of those manners, you do whatever it is that you have to do for your money. My thing is that I just am not a strip club type of guy.
But
so
why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Can you tell it?
Well,
too tight.
First of all, I am a little cheap.
Yes.
Second of all, my concept is why would I want to go to a strip club, which first of all, I probably have to go in and pay the cover charge.
Just to get in.
I probably have to pay again for the 2-drink minimum.
Yeah.
Right? I got to pay for a lap dance or whatever it is that I'm trying to do at the strip club, right? Why would I do that when I can go to a regular club, pick up
a honey?
Yeah, a honey at a regular club.
Go home with them
for free for maybe a drink or something.
Mm-hmm.
At every club, at every nightclub, there's always that one guy. Well, those 20 guys or that one girl that is willing to go home with you or do whatever it is if you have a good time. Why would I have to pay for that? And then come home with nothing? Nah, player. I'm gonna pass on the strip club. But if that's what your thing is, then That's what the thing is. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't have no strippers or go to no strip club at anyone's bachelor party. I just don't.
Right.
I just
It's
don't
not
care to
your
go.
thing.
Yeah, I just don't care to go to a strip club.
Yeah, that was the furthest thing for. I don't even think any of my girls brought up a stripper. Like it wasn't even a Was it a conversation with you and your boys? Were they like, "Do you want to go to the strip club?"
No, because I shut that down from the start.
Oh,
We're going to Austin. We're going to have a good time in Austin, and I don't want to do no strip club. Yeah, and I don't want to get no. And I had just as much fun. I got drunk, threw up, passed out, whatever I had to do, ate some tacos, and I was on my way without stripping, without seeing a stripper. You know what I mean? I was good.
And at mine, we did melting pot,
okay,
an escape room, steak dinner, and a spa day.
Yep. See, E-Rod says, great time in Austin. Yes, we did have a great time. And the thing is, when it comes to the bachelor party, you're talking about going to the strip club, it's not just on me. I'm not the only one that's responsible because you have other people that are in my party too that I would feel responsible for. So if something were to happen, I know my friends are grown, but if I want to go to the strip club and then something happened with one of my friends with one of the strippers or this, that, and the other, I would feel bad because the only reason you were there was because of me.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I don't want that on me.
I have heard people go together, like bachelor, bachelorette party at the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. People are good with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Eric says, oh, yeah, Ron's best man had to take care of his ass. Yeah, my best man was my daughter, too.
Who went to go get the tacos.
Yeah, who left me to die to go get some tacos. But it was fun times, though. It was fun times. The strip club was not even talked about. And they could have easily went to a strip club after I went to my room. But
okay, so the question is this, guys. Is strip clubs for bachelor, bachelorette more for like the older generation or younger generation?
I don't know. I don't see any. Do young kids go to strip clubs nowadays?
Because we're not in there now that we're older. So we're not in the strip club now that we're older. So we wouldn't even know if it's younger kids in there or older people.
Right.
So if you guys know, let us know.
Yeah, and Eric says wasn't talked about in Vegas either. And we're going to get to that as far as why people go.
Yes,
but no, I don't think.
Next one.
Well, I don't think anyone has ever in my circle of friends that we go out has even mentioned going to a strip club. But that's just
not a thing in our circle,
I guess.
Yeah,
because I'm with this old head, so. I don't know if it's an older thing.
Old heads go to the strip club. I think it's just the group of people that
I hang out with.
That you hang out with, maybe. Or us too. So anyways, so our next one is Vegas. People tend to do that, or even prostitutes in Vegas. It's legal.
Is it?
Prostitution?
Oh, I don't know. But Vegas to me is a different thing. When you go to Vegas,
you're there to like let.
Yeah, people think that you go to Vegas to just get all out buck wild when you're in Vegas. They just think you. I don't. What you mean?
Angela's a whole different person in Vegas.
You be up there stripping?
Not stripping, but I like to drink, and I'm normally not a drinker, but in Vegas I drink more than my normal. Which is next to none.
Yes,
right?
But is that because of the stereotype of Vegas, though? But is that because of the stereotype of Vegas? When you say Vegas, you just think you think Vegas, you can go all out.
Party, you think doing stuff that you normally wouldn't do.
Not me. When I go to Vegas, I sports bet and chill with the fellas. We ain't going to no strip clubs, no clubs at all. We just chilling.
But it's not always about you, babe. I'm saying in general, people go to Vegas to let loose and do things that they have never done before.
I would agree.
Okay.
All morals go out of the door when you go to Vegas.
What morals?
What? Yeah.
Just experience.
Okay.
Next one is friends night out. Guys just go to the strip club on a Tuesday. No? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right? Like the boys or the girls just, hey, let's meet up. Let's go to the strip club.
And my question was, when we have brought it up, and I don't know if we have this on here or not, what's the difference between, do you see any difference between going to a strip club for a bachelor
On a
party
versus
versus
weekend
just a
or-
regular weekday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have a different stereotype when it comes to individuals going to a bachelor party than a guy or a girl just going on a normal weekday? I'm curious, because I'm a firm believer is that when you say bachelor party, people have this, once again, stereotype that all it's all nastiness. Like the bachelor is going all out. They're doing this, that, and the other. They're in the, what is it, the champagne room, getting busy and the whole nine.
Yeah.
But then if I say I'm going for like Titty Tuesday, there's nothing that is said about me being at the strip club on a Titty Tuesday.
Says who?
I don't know. Like I said, what is the difference? What's the difference?
Dumb. He said Titty Tuesday earlier and it cracked me up. It was so funny.
Yeah, what's the difference? But you will see a difference if it was a bachelor party versus just a regular day. And I don't know why. It's the same. I'm still in the strip club. It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
All right, so Vegas, we have the bachelor bachelorette party. We have Vegas and friends night out.
So the next reason why we think people go to the strip club, because you're lonely.
That's what you said.
Yes, I did say that. Some people, they just have nothing else to do. It's like the whole Ron was like, I would never go to a regular club by myself because then you're that guy. So could you imagine going to a strip club by yourself?
No.
No, you
I'd
really think you would be? You think?
If you going up in there by yourself, well,
people go.
I don't know what's creepier, me going by myself or me going with one of my boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no. Zeke, what's up, Zeke? He says, I think it's more moral if it's not for a bachelor party. But you say that.
More moral.
Right.
Okay.
If it's not for a bachelor party.
So he agrees that going right before a bachelor or right before you get married is kind of a no-no.
Okay, but if he says that, that means that he thinks there's certain things that happen during a bachelor party versus going on a regular day.
Why isn't it just that seeing other naked women right before you get married and commit is the only difference?
What you mean?
Because you're saying things are going down, blah, blah, blah. Or he's saying, or you said he believes that it's not good to go no matter what.
Well, he says, I think it's more moral if it's not for a bachelor party. Correct. So that means if I go on a Tuesday, I'm good.
Correct. But
if I go on a bachelor party, I'm not good.
Right.
So if we're in a committed relationship, Zeke, I want you to comment on this.
Zeke.
If I'm in a committed relationship or you're in a committed relationship and you go on a Tuesday to see whatever it is that you need to see at the strip club, what is the difference between a normal day and a bachelor party? Or do you see it as stereotypically you got to do some extraness for your bachelor party?
Or why can't it just be disrespectful towards your new upcoming wife?
Yes. He says, personally, for me, it's cool if you're single.
Okay, but what constitutes single? Because per Ron, it's a freaking box on a piece of paper.
So you single, so Zeke is good all the way up until he gets married. He good.
Yeah. So after marriage, Zeke won't go to the strip club.
No, I guess not, unless he goes with his significant other. Right.
Okay. Next one is, it's fun. It gets live in the strip club. Yeah.
How many strip clubs have you actually been to?
All of them. Here in Albuquerque. I have.
Who are you?
I know. You didn't know that, did you? But this was years. It's supposed to be for you, babe.
You didn't work there, did you?
I know.
I told you. I'm just asking because
if I was skinny, I totally would have worked there.
I'm finding out some things about you right now.
That's why I don't judge people.
I ain't judging you.
I certainly would have used my body to make me some money.
I ain't judging you. I'm just trying to find out who you are right now.
Who I was.
Oh, Lord.
No, I remember one of my old college friends, 2 college friends called me up and was like, hey, let's go to the strip club. Okay, let's go. I literally was their DD. They went, they had their dances, and I took them home.
But what's fun about a strip club?
It wasn't fun. I was just there to support them.
But you said it could be
again,
fun. But what
it's
is
not
fun?
my cup of tea, but I don't look down on going. If someone else wants to go and that's like just the plan, okay, I'll go.
Okay.
Right? But I'm not going to be like, oh, I will not step foot in there. I'll go. I won't get a dance. I'll just be there.
I'm trying to figure out what the fun part is because I think it's stressful for guys. Right?
So
like if a guy,
how can I say this without outing people? So a group of people that I know professionally always go after we have a big party.
So the gathering with the group is fun.
Yes.
Right? And it just happened to be at a club.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So the group is fun.
Yes.
But what's fun about the club?
I think it's the setting, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Okay. Next one is celebrities do it.
Oh, yeah.
They like get live with it. They like it's. I mean, I've seen videos where people are just like,
yeah, you got like
Drake
and whoever they throwing racks and stuff like that on the stage.
So to me, celebrities currently make it popular.
Okay,
that's the thing to do.
Let's go to the strip club.
Go to the strip club.
Okay, they ain't got nothing better to spend their money on, so I guess go supply your local strip club with finances.
Yeah, they put them through college. Feed their babies.
That's what they always say. Put somebody through college.
I literally, I have to tell you, this is why I don't judge, because I knew this girl through another person, and she literally would work one day a month. She was going to college, would strip one day a month and pay all her expenses for the month.
But what happened to them old heads that be up in the club?
What do you mean?
Them ladies called like Ruth or Betty or something. They be in the club stripping. They ain't going to college. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying people can use it as a stepping stone to help them.
I agree. And if that's how you make your money and whatnot, then that's how you make your money. Yes. I will never down your career or you doing something to embetter yourself.
Okay, what's the next one? You go ahead.
You have, so we did Bachelor, Bachelorette, Vegas, Friends, Night Out, Loneliness, Fun, Celebrities Do It, and now Tradition.
Yeah, it's just always been done.
That you go to the strip club for whatever party, especially, like I said, your Bachelor, Bachelorette party or whatever. It's just tradition to go to a strip club.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sometimes I think times are changing just a little bit. There's people that find different traditions, like just a regular eat out or a regular bar or whatever, and then you do what you got to do. You get sloppy drunk, and then they carry you home. But because I haven't heard of, and granted, I don't have a buttload of friends, but I haven't heard of anybody talking about going to a strip club for a bachelor party.
Yeah.
Recently. All right.
Ever.
No.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Test of loyalty.
Do you believe that?
I think it can be. Like you go to a strip club to see if you can just watch. You could just look without.
So are you saying the
not per se the cookie in the cookie jar or whatever? Not yeah.
Are you saying that people go to the strip club to test their faithfulness?
Not really saying that, but it can be possible that you can go to if you can go to a strip club, let's say as a guy or a girl, and you can sit there and watch the dances and whatnot, and don't have people all up on you and this, that, and the other. You just are observing or respecting the art of the dance.
Okay.
And then you just head back home. That could be a way to test your loyalty, depending on who you're with.
So, but you're testing your own loyalty, or your woman's testing your loyalty?
It could be both. It could be both.
The one that's not there.
Could be both. Like I say, hey, go out there to Thunder Down Under and enjoy yourself. And then you come back and you got glitter all over the side of your face or on your chin. I know that you was into some things.
You said Thunder from Down Under, and one of my really good friends, Dee Dee.
Okay.
Her and her mom, I don't know if her mom went, but that was a thing. She always was like, let's go to Vegas for Thunder Down Under. So now that just reminds me of her. Anytime I hear Thunder Down Under.
Yeah, or Chippendales. Or
my mama has a picture with Chippendale.
I saw it.
Yes.
I saw it.
I know.
Yeah. So that could be a test of loyalty for somebody to allow you to go. It can be, but a lot of things are kind of silly.
Okay.
Yeah, you get set up with a lot of things, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
All right, next one. The surf and turf is bomb.
The food.
People always talk about the food at the strip club.
I know, they always say the food is good.
It's good. They'll go for lunch. So surf, turf, and titties.
What? Beef, beer, and boobies?
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. When I was in the military, we had a couple of folks that used to always go to the local strip club for lunch because the steaks were amazing. From what I heard, I never went, but they said the steaks were amazing.
One day.
I am not going to no strip club for no steak. I'm just saying, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Okay, so next we have assumptions.
Okay.
What are a few assumptions about strip clubs? Or someone who goes to strip clubs? The first one I say is people always consider, I saw this thing where they were like, oh, it was an all-out brawl on Reddit when somebody mentioned that they believed that even going to a strip club was a form of cheating.
It can be, you know what I mean? Depends on like what your faith is and this, that, and the other. If you go to a strip club and you seeing somebody else naked, blah, 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 even if you ain't partaking in the touching and this, that, and the other, that could be considered cheating in some people's eyes. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If you, let's say you're not at a strip club, right? And you at somebody's house and some girl or some guy just takes their clothes off, is that the same thing?
No.
No?
Because
so
that woman,
it's
her profession, and she does it as as her job.
I could be a professional,
just randomly naked.
I could be a professional jerk, and that's just what I do. When I get in front of a whole bunch of people, I just take my clothes off.
But you don't get paid for it. It's not your livelihood.
Okay. So it's not cheating if
I think there's a difference between a girl stripping at a strip club versus you just being in a hotel with a naked woman. Because the stripper, that's her job. She purchases stuff for her job. She gets ready to go to work. Like,
okay.
No?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
The whole cheating part, though, to me, it just depends on, like, I guess,
your perception.
Yeah, your perception of what cheating is, your morals, this, that, and the other. Because some people say just a simple conversation or flirting with someone is cheating. You know what I mean? So it just depends.
I don't think that I would have a problem with you going to a strip club. I feel like I would kind of like be like, why do you want to go? But I wouldn't tell you no.
What would be a good reason for a man to tell a woman of why they want to go to a strip club?
Oh, you can't give a reason because the woman's always going to find a rebuttal.
Yeah, but you just said you would ask why.
But if you were, I'm just saying, if you were like, hey, I'm going out with the boys and we're going to the strip club, or say it's someone else's, what if it's a friend's bachelor party and they choose to go to the strip club?
9 times out of 10, it's not even the bachelor that is hooking up with these girls at the strip club. It's normally the buddies.
Yeah, the single buddies.
Yeah.
Or maybe married buddies, like the jerk faces.
Either way, you know what I mean?
But I'm just saying, like, if you came and said, hey, Larry is having a bachelor party and he's having it at the strip club. I'm not a strip club guy, but I want to go to be there. He's my boy or whatever, right?
Okay.
I'd be like, ooh, that sucks. But if you want to be there for your boy, I think it also has to do with I trust you, you know, and I certainly know you're not going to blow our whole mortgage No, you ain't because you're tight. So
you
know
know
what
what?
I mean?
If it's, even though I'm not a strip club type guy, if one of my boys decided that they wanted to have
Because you don't have control over
right, if they
that.
wanted to have a party at the strip club, I would go.
Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't not go because at your bachelor party you had that control to say I don't want it and we're not going. But if it's somebody else's, you don't have that control. So you
Right.
either go to support your friend no matter what. Just like I said, like if someone's like, I want to go, or like my friend who wanted to go for her birthday, it wasn't my thing, but I certainly went to support her, bought her a lap dance, and then she kept vanishing because she kept getting lap dances.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. The assumption is that people who go to the strip club are not ready for commitment.
Not ready for commitment, going to the strip club in any form of fashion, or for like a bachelor party? Let's say they're in a committed relationship and then they go to a strip club. Are they not? Is the assumption that they're not ready for a commitment just because they go to a strip club?
Yes.
I thought you said it was fun.
It is fun.
So then why?
I'm just saying assumptions. That just because it's an assumption doesn't mean that it's the truth for all.
Right, right.
Right? It's just an assumption.
Okay.
No? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you...
As far as not being ready for commitment?
Yeah, like if right before a bachelor or right before someone gets married and they're like, I want to go to the strip club, do you feel like, oh, he ain't ready to settle down?
I just think sometimes it's just, that's what the person does. I don't think a person just automatically just says, I want to go to a strip club the day before or on a bachelor.
I don't think bachelor parties are had right the day before the wedding.
Yes, there's a lot of bachelor parties that are a day before the wedding.
They're tripping because you need good sleep.
No, you don't.
Because you're
you know how many people
all day long.
How many men have walked up to that altar and
still drunk from the night before?
Yeah, didn't get no sleep. Yeah, back in my day, I guess I thought that was tradition. Like the day before you get married was your bachelor party, like the night before. Yeah. I think that was tradition. Their bachelor party was the night before you got married.
We went to one of my coworkers' weddings, and his now wife that night regulated him that night because she's like, you're showing up tomorrow. So you can only drink so much and you need to get to bed.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah.
Because knowing him, he would have stayed up all night drinking and got pissed drunk and not made it to the altar.
Okay, and that bachelor party was the night before the wedding. You see what I'm saying? I think traditionally it was the night before you got married. You had your bachelor or bachelorette party. Well, now you got to plan some things, so I think it's a lot different now. But when I was growing up, it was the night before.
Okay. Yeah. Last one I have is it's a waste of money.
Oh, you know that falls in my category.
Wouldn't that be the casino too? Well, no, because so whenever we were talking about having it, I was about this actual topic. I was talking to my sister, and we were like making a joke because we were like, well, like Ron and his friends, they go to the sports bar. Some people prefer sports bar. Some people prefer strip clubs. Either way, they may come home with something.
May. Yeah.
It's a pum.
But say I got a better chance of winning some money at the sports bar than I do trying to push up on some money at the strip club. Yeah. Yeah, because sports bar, I got like 4 or 5 teams that I could bet on. Strip club, they ain't trying to hear me.
Giving money away.
Yeah, and then people, there's nothing that you could tell a woman at a strip club that she ain't heard before from some dude. Oh, probably. So you got to be spitting some mad game to try to bring somebody home or get something from somebody at the strip club. I'll just spend $10, $20 at the sports bar, and I might come home $200-$300.
So that one girl that I had mentioned that would work a few times a month or one time a month based on what her expenses were that month, but she went to school. She also was, I think she was either married or in a relationship. Do you think that would be hard? Could you have a girlfriend that was a stripper? It would be hard.
You know what? I could. have a girlfriend that was a stripper as long as the boundaries and everything was understood from the beginning, or what was going
Boundaries.
on.
Well,
What was
if,
going on, period. You know what I mean? If
I
she's
think too, if you're at like I don't know if there's classier strip clubs, but I think if they have more like procedures in place to keep the girls safe
yeah,
and to
but even in that case, if you're doing something, right, I would want to know what it all entails. And then I would decide from there if I'm able to adjust to that or not. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, let's say she says, I do lap dances, I rub on some guys, I do this, that, and the other, but I don't do this, this, and this. Then in my mind, I'm just like, okay, now I understand what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So
What if you were dating a girl for like 6 months and you fell for her hard and you just learned that she was a stripper?
Okay, but then that would be a lie, though.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, it
She
would
may say
be.
she dances.
So, but I would ask questions on where you dancing at and what kind of dancing that you doing. So that's my job to figure out what it is that she's doing, and then from there I can understand it. But if I knew that she was an exotic dancer, and then I make the decision from there if I want to be with her or not. But I have to be able to accept whatever it is that
That comes
exotic
with it.
dancers do. You see what I'm saying? So
You'll
then
accept all
I'll be
them
good.
dollar bills that come in when she gets home.
It is what it is. I make my money, so hey, you do what you got to do. You see what I'm saying? But I would not, just because she was a stripper. I am not going to
You
stereotype and
wouldn't
say,
not date her.
yeah, that she does this, or as a stereotype says, they sleep with everybody or this, that, and the other. That's not necessarily the case. I would just have to go off of character. And if that's how you make your money and so forth, then okay, cool. It's my job to try to understand what you do my research and how you do it and so forth, and then I'll make my decision from there if I can handle it or not.
Okay.
But
straight
it's not
from the horse's
yeah, it
mouth.
wouldn't be off limits though. I wouldn't say just because you were a stripper that I can't be with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, I brought up this topic. It's totally not our normal, but I thought it was interesting because it was something that I saw online that it was like currently is strip clubs a thing, period, right? Like is it, and also I think it goes to show like is it the younger generation that are into strip clubs or is it the older, because the older generations grew up with strip clubs being tradition, like a thing,
right?
So is it the old heads that are in the strip clubs or is it the younger generations who are more open and stuff in the strip clubs? I don't know. Guess we'll have to test it out.
Caleb said, what if she's exposed to violent men who might rape her? Then that would be a situation
that would be the club status.
Yeah, the club, and she would have to understand what the hazards are of her job. If she's put in that particular situation, then it's up to her to decide if it's worth it or not.
Yeah,
I can't make that person quit their job. You know what I mean? If she really needs it, my job is just to make sure if that's the case and she needs me to be there after she gets off of work, then so be it. That's what I would do if I support that career. Yeah. With the younger crowd, like as you said, I don't know if the younger crowd goes or not. It was tradition for the older generation to go to the strip clubs and so forth.
I can tell you the group of people I know that do go, they're about mid-30s and under.
Okay.
So,
but my question, and I asked this before, and it's probably a totally different podcast. Clubs in general, you don't even have to be a strip club. I think I posted this not too long ago or months ago.
Yeah.
Do people go to the clubs in general, especially my age, up in the club?
Me and Ron were together, I don't know, maybe 2 years, and we went to that club and we were like, oh my God, we feel so old.
Man, I was that dude.
You weren't that dude because you were with someone. You weren't by yourself.
No, I was that dude where I looked like somebody's daddy up in the club in the corner.
We did feel old.
Right. So I was getting my boogie on real quick. And then this girl, she was drunk. She was with this dude. She did like a back bend.
Yeah, she was like leaning on him and like dancing. And she had a skirt.
No panties on whatsoever.
So, and Ron's like,
babe. she was trying to pull down her skirt. I was just like,
wasn't he?
He was trying to pull down her skirt while she was doing the back bend with all
And
her
then
glory
Ron's like,
hanging
oh
out.
God, I feel so old.
I am old. I was old.
But I remember, so whenever not when I used to go to Vegas, but when I went to Vegas when I was like younger in college or whatever, not that I did it, but when people did crazy stuff, it was just like a normal day, right? And then we went for one of our college reunions to Vegas, and we were at the pool, and people were like having sex in the pool. And I just remember us being like, oh, it was like, because when you're older, you just think differently. It's
First
so
of all,
crazy.
what kind of reunion was that?
Well, it wasn't our people. It wasn't the people part of our reunion. We were just at one of the Vegas pools, and a group of people were like, there was random people.
Like Las Vegas, Nevada, or Las Vegas, New Mexico?
Gotcha. Yes, I should have been clear because I went to college in Las Vegas, New Mexico. No, our college friends met up in Vegas, Nevada, for a college reunion, and we were at the pool at one of the casinos.
And somebody was humpadinking up in the pool.
Yes, and we were like, and I was like, oh my God, I feel so old because we were like totally like, what?
Okay. Yeah.
You know, things are acceptable when you're younger, and when you're older, your mentality changes.
Yeah, some of the things that you used to do back when you was young.
It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means like I now at this age would not do it. Or like think that it's okay.
Yeah. Because you have a lot more to live for now. Not to live for, but you represent something totally different than you used to as a kid.
Correct.
Like me being a father, I represent my family. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Versus when I was single, I represented myself. Yeah, you know what I mean? True. But like I always say, when you leave the house, some people don't know your name, but then they know your association. Did you see such and such? I don't know her name, but Ron somebody or this Craig somebody or such and such girlfriend. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So this is association. Sometimes you got to fall back and realize that you don't only represent yourself when you leave your house. True. You represent a group of people, no matter if it's your family name, it's your husband, your wife, your children, and so forth. The older you get, the more conservative you become.
That's a good. That's what I meant.
Yeah, only like I said, because you represent something totally different. I don't want to
say you're more a prude, but yes, you just become more conservative. That things are more acceptable, or not acceptable when you're older. Whereas when you're young, you don't think of what you do can create cause and effect.
It's like when you get older, you think dirtier because you can't do the things that you used to do. But your actions.
What do you mean you think dirtier?
When you're older and you see some things, you think, oh man, I would have tore that up back in the day. So you think dirtier, but then your actions are less freakish, I want to say, as when you were younger. When you're young, you act dirty and you don't think about the consequences until after the fact. When I was younger, I didn't think about anything. I just did. Now, if something would have happened and I see somebody doing some things, I'd be like, I get you, bruh. But I wouldn't do it because I'm older now. Yeah. But if I was your age, bruh.
It's about to go down.
Yeah.
So anyways, this was an off-topic topic.
Off-topic topic.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking about our strip clubs currently popular. Yeah. Yes. And
in this day and age. Also, too, like, do people really have money? The way that our economy is, like, do you have money to spend at the strip club?
I am not trying to pay to get in, no cover charge, 2 drink minimum, and a lap dance just to see some boobies and whatnot. No, I'm going to pass on that. If I'm thinking about my money, stretching my money,
we ain't going
to no strip club. I'm going to put my money into something that I get some type of investment back on. And a strip club just isn't one of those things. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
However, there are very few strip clubs, and you check out your local area, that have shut down even after COVID.
They've stayed open.
They stayed open even after COVID.
But again, I know back in the day, I know back in the day when I like would go, it was packed. Like, is it that packed now? I don't know
I don't know.
because I don't go.
I think the last
I wonder
time
if
I've been
Salem's
to
ever gone to a strip club.
you know, Zayla been to a
I'm
strip
gonna
club.
have to ask
Mm.
him. I wonder if Hennessy has.
I don't know.
I don't
I
either.
haven't been to a strip club since, I'm going to say, I went to see my boy Gig Chris in South Carolina, and he took me to one, but that was back in the 90s.
Dang.
Yeah, maybe the 90s when I went to South Carolina. But outside of that, I have no desire to go to a strip club. That's just me. Sorry. If you're a stripper and you trying to see me at the strip club,
You ain't going to see him
not
at the
gonna
strip
happen.
club. You will not get $1 from this guy.
Not a damn it.
Not even for the surf and turf.
Not even for the food.
See, I'm willing to try the food.
Do your thing.
Just because I'd want to, like, everyone always raves about the food, but is that just an excuse to try to be like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm in the strip club, not because of the girls, but because they have
I
good
can't
food.
see myself saying, man, I had this bomb steak. And somebody be like, where'd you have it at? Oh, knockouts.
Yeah.
TDs.
Right.
No, I can't see myself saying that.
Yeah.
Because what do I do? Am I focused on my food while some booty in my face? Or do I focus on the booty?
One eye is down at your food and one eye is up.
I'm like,
yeah. You're dumb. Anyway.
No.
All right, guys, that's what we have for today. It was just a little something that we threw together because it was a topic that I kept seeing, and plus the strip club that keeps getting shut down here in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
So we just thought it was a fun little light topic that I wanted to bring up. So again, we're not here to judge. It's just not our thing.
Nope.
But is it a thing now during these times? So
Bill Funk said, before we go, Bill Funk says, get your freak on. And then Caleb says, I've really never been to a strip club before.
Oh, see, but would you want to experience it? I don't know if he's older or
I have no clue. So
like, would you care to experience
save
it?
your
If
money.
not,
Caleb, save your money. You ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing.
Well, and then so I was reading through these Reddit things, right? And this one guy says, "Oh, just ask your woman to give you a strip tease." And I told Ron that would be so awkward for me to try to give you a strip tease. He's like, "You would make it awkward." I'm like, "Yeah, I probably would," because I'm awkward. Especially when like attention is on me, and his attention would be on me if I'm trying to like dance. I think of that one girl on the Four Brothers with DL Hughley, where his wife's trying to like dance for him.
It's the brothers.
The brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure it's the brothers?
Yeah, because the Four Brothers is with Tyrese.
Okay, so the brothers.
Yeah.
And she's trying to do like her little dance. It's kind of like funny.
Or when Sigourney Weaver was doing her dance and she tried to grab onto the bed rail and she fell down. Yeah.
That would be me. So anyways, that's our topic for today, guys. Okay. Again, we're here on Thursdays, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. If you have any topics you'd like us to discuss, please reach out to us.
Please do.
We are live on YouTube. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
And
if you want to be a guest you have a topic or you just want to be a guest, let us know. We have that call-in line, which is 505-575-2484. If you want to be heard and not seen, but make sure you reach out to us. We really appreciate you guys' support every Thursday that we are live.
Yep. Until then.
Until next time, you guys have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Stay safe.
Peace.